Panels are what you're looking at right now in After Effects. All of these little boxes and windows are called panels. The good news is you can move them around and put them wherever you want. So if you want to move a panel, all you have to do is go to the upper left hand side until you see a little grabber bar. It looks like a little rubber grip. You click and you just simply tear that panel off, and as I move it around my interface, you'll notice that different areas are turning into a shade of purple or blue or whatever color that is. And it's pretty much telling me that when I let go of my mouse, that is where that panel is going to reside. So let's go ahead and just drop it right in this big blue one here. So what I have right now is my comp window. I'll let it go. And now I've torn that out of here and it lives here now. I'll go ahead and put it back by clicking and dragging. I'll put it right back here. I can also go in between the panels until I see a double-sided arrow, and I can click and drag left or right. And you'll notice that the other windows will accommodate and resize themselves. So it's really, really handy when you want to focus on certain things. So if you really want to just keep all the windows you have open and you want to focus on your comp, simply grab the other windows and move them out of the way. So you can make this window bigger. I can go ahead and grab the bottom, and I can really just focus on what I'm doing, and I can always come back down. So if I want to get rid of a panel temporarily, all I have to do is go to the little X here in the upper right hand corner and click. So let me go ahead and grab the info one and do that. So I'm going to go to the little X. It turns red when I hover over it. And I'll click on it and it's gone. So where did it go? Well, in many applications, you go to the window menu to get a panel or a tool back. So I'll go to window and I'll find info, and here it is. You also see I have shortcut keys. So I'll go ahead and hit info and it returns. So don't ever worry about messing up. Sometimes you really want a very clean workspace so you can just focus on what you're doing. So I'll go ahead and get rid of both of these guys here, and I'll get rid of preview. And let's just say I want to work on special effects, and I already have everything the way I want it. I just want to see all these effects and my viewport. I can go ahead and grab the layers down here, moving them out of the way, move this out of the way, and now I have these two as my focus point. When I want to bring those other guys back, go to window, info, and whatever the other one was. So the good thing is, here's audio. The good thing is I can always get to them more easily by going up to where it says workspace. So when you mess up beyond all belief and you got rid of so many things you can't remember what you actually got rid of, like I just did, go up to where it says workspace, click on one of the names here and choose it. So that was standard. But as you can see, Adobe has already created some presets for us based on what we might want to do. This will change the panels for us. So I'm going to talk about how to make a custom workspace. So as you can see, we have new workspace, delete workspace, and reset standard. So as I said before, when you've gone too far, you simply hit reset standard and it will say, are you sure you want to do that? Yes. And it will reset it for you. Factory fresh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my own workspace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple things and move them out of the way. So let's say I don't want to see info. I don't want to see the audio. Let's say I don't want to see the preview. And let's say that I do want to see the tracker. All right, so here's the tracker now. And let's say I want to see the paint window. So here's paint. All right. And I'll go ahead and move this down a little bit. And let's say I really like this workspace. What I could do is go to where it says standard yet again and go to new workspace. And I can call it what I want to. So I'll call it, well, my workspace, which is of course the most original name of all time. And I'll hit OK. Notice that where it says workspace, it now says my workspace. So I'll go ahead and show you that it says that. Now I can also delete a workspace, but there is a little catch. See, if I choose to delete the workspace that I'm currently on, it doesn't show up in the list. And that's a fail-safe. So you don't accidentally delete the workspace that you've spent a lot of time working on. You have to be on a different workspace name to delete another workspace. So I'll go ahead and cancel that. I'm going to go to workspace. I'll choose animation this time. Now, if I go to delete workspace, I can choose the workspace I created. It now appears in the list. So I'll go ahead and say my workspace and say, okay, I'll miss you. I'll miss you. And now it's gone. So as you can see, no longer in the list. So that's a really nice way that you can control After Effects to make it the way you want to make it. Now, you might be asking, what is the point of all this? Well, some people work with two monitors. So they take some tools and throw them on another monitor and really make this pretty ginormous. And they can really have a lot of control that way. Some people work on a laptop. So real estate is pretty sparse and you really want to make sure that you can focus on what you're doing. So you might want to create a workspace to do the task at hand and focus on that and easily go back and forth. So if you're just doing text work, you can always choose a text one. But if you don't like it, you make one completely by yourself. You get rid of the things you don't want to see and just have all the text really nice and long like that and do what you need to. You might not even want to see this. So you make your own workspace, and once you're done, you can switch back and forth. So it depends on the environment you're working in. It also depends on how much stuff you can actually stand to look at one time. I hate looking at a lot of stuff, so I like to get rid of things when I don't need to see it. So I'm going to go back to standard, and that is a tour of how to use the panels inside of After Effects. Don't forget, you can grab it, move them around, you can go ahead and close them, and when you can't find them again, just go to the window menu.